A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking revelation, U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen described a staged photo op orchestrated by the Salvadoran government during his recent visit to El Salvador. The senator traveled to meet Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Maryland father who was wrongfully deported due to what the White House has termed an administrative error. The situation has escalated tensions between the U.S. and El Salvador, particularly with President Trump and Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele refusing to facilitate Garcia's return, despite a Supreme Court order for his release. During a press conference upon his return to Washington, Van Hollen recounted his encounter with Garcia, who has been held in a notorious prison known for human rights abuses. He emphasized that the photos shared by Bukele, which depicted him supposedly enjoying margaritas with Garcia, were part of a deliberate attempt to mislead the public about the conditions faced by Garcia. Nobody drank any margaritas or sugar water or whatever it is. But this is a lesson into the lengths that President Bukele will go to deceive people about what's going on, Van Hollen stated. The senator described how he was set up during the meeting, which took place at his hotel in San Salvador. Bukele's aides had placed cocktail glasses on the table to create the illusion that Garcia was enjoying a luxurious lifestyle while in detention. They even pushed for the meeting to occur beside the hotel's pool to create this appearance that life was just lovely for Kilmar, Van Hollen added. Garcia, who entered the U.S. illegally in 2011 but had been granted an indefinite reprieve from deportation in 2019, was among many deportees whom the Trump administration has reportedly paid millions of dollars to keep detained in El Salvador. Despite claims from the U.S. government that Garcia is affiliated with the notorious MS-13 gang, he has never been charged with any crime in either the U.S. or El Salvador. His attorneys have dismissed the government's accusations as unfounded and lacking evidence. In a deeply emotional exchange, Van Hollen shared that Garcia expressed his fears and trauma from being held in the Sacote prison, where he was surrounded by other inmates. He said he was not afraid of the other prisoners in his immediate cell, but that he was traumatized by being at Sacote and fearful of many of the prisoners in other cell blocks who called out to him and taunted him in various ways, the senator reported. The meeting marked the first time Garcia had communicated with anyone outside of prison since his deportation, and he spoke longingly about his 5-year-old son, who has autism. When I asked him what was the one thing he would ask for, in addition to his freedom, he said he wanted to talk to his wife, Jennifer, Van Hollen said, highlighting the emotional toll the situation has taken on Garcia and his family. The political ramifications of Garcia's deportation have been significant, with Democrats framing it as a consequence of Trump's disregard for judicial processes, while Republicans have criticized them for defending him. President Trump, in response to inquiries about the situation, labeled Van Hollen as a fake and insisted that he would not assist in Garcia's return, despite the Supreme Court's directive. As the situation unfolds, the plight of Kilmar Abrego Garcia serves as a stark reminder of the complexities surrounding immigration policies and the human cost involved. With mounting pressure on both the U.S. and Salvadoran governments, the fate of Garcia remains uncertain, as advocates continue to fight for his release and the truth behind the staged images comes to light. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.